All right, guys, so for Unit 9, you should have your divider. Mine is on page 123, and then we have the table of contents on page 125, and then the prime factorization table, you should have that completely filled out so that you can use it. Prime numbers below 100, it's a nice, easy reference. Practicing prime factorization proof book. I'm going to do those examples here in a second. And let's go ahead and do those examples. Since I already had them worked out, I didn't want to just talk you through them. I'd rather rework them for you. All right, so looking at the first one, we had find the prime factorization of 48. All right, so 48, when I think of 48, I think of 4 times 12. Well, then 4 is 2 times 2. 12, I think of 6 times 2. And 6 is 3 times 2. So now if I look at my prime numbers below 100, I have 2's and 3's and nothing else. So I have gotten this down to its prime factorization. So I'm going to circle all of those because those are at the end of my branches so I don't forget them. And then this is 2 to the 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3. So 2 to the 4th times 3. This is your prime factorization of 48. But that doesn't seem right. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now 38. Okay, 38 is even. So I know I can at least get a 2 out of it. So 38 divided by 2 is 19. So now I'm going to double check my prime numbers below 100. I have 2 here. I have 19 here. So this would be the prime factorization for 38. Okay, next up we have 88. All right, so 88, that's a horrible 8. This is 8 times 11. 11 is prime. 8, 2 times 4. 2 is prime. 4 is 2 times 2. And again, I know 2 is prime. So I have 1, 2, 3 2's and 1 11. So 2 cubed times 11 is my prime factorization for 88. So you just keep breaking it down until you can't break it down any further, and all of your numbers would be on this chart. All right, then we have 102. Okay, again, this is even, so I know I can factor out a 2, and we have 51. Well, 2 is prime. 51, is that one prime? Because 31 is prime, 41 is prime, 61, 71, 51 is not prime. So try dividing it by 3. And what do you know? It's 3 times 17. 3 is prime, 17 is prime. So it's 2 times 3 times 17. All right, and then on the last 2 pages of this book, we have 147 and we have 65. So 147, let's see, 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 7 is 12. So I know I can divide it by 3. 3 goes into 147 49 times. And I know 49 breaks down to 7 times 7. So I have 3 times 7 times 7, which is 3 times 7 squared. 65, it ends in 5. So I know I have 5 times something. It's 13. 13 is prime, 5 is prime. So the prime factorization is just 5 times 13. All right, so that's it for filling out the practicing prime factorization book. So now you're going to take these methods that we just did and you're going to use it to complete the prime factorization 1 through 100. Your answers should be just simply what I have in these boxes. You don't necessarily need the factor trees. So if I have 65 in this box, right? So 65 is here. Then I'm just writing 5 times 13. If I have 48, I'm doing 2 to the 4th times 3. All right. That's what I would encourage you to do, but it is your book, it's your reference material. Just make sure it's completely filled in before the end of the unit so that I can give you the grade for it. All right, if you have any questions, just let me know.